Hello everyone, this is Damien for another video in Path of Exile 3.21 Crucible League. In this video I'm going to talk about my Deadeye Tornado Shot physical to cold conversion MF build. So first I'm going to show you a map, then I am going to talk about the build, the gear, and then I will end with strategy. So I already ran 6 maps to practice to warm up because I quit the league 2 weeks ago. And also because I got lots of problems. I crashed the game 2 or 3 times. So yeah. In these 6 maps so far, I dropped 2 7 years bad luck and 1 fracturing shards. Of course, I also dropped lots of currency, scarabs, and other stuff, but these are the big drops. So let's go. Ambush. Okay, let's go. The strategy here is to go to the boss as soon as possible, as fast as possible, and try to find the King Harbinger and or shrines on the way, which doesn't always work, but it's not always the case, but let's try. Because we need to get enough headhunter buffs to be strong. Ooh, divination card drops. Well, hopefully we can drop an apothecary. So it looks like no Harbinger, no King Harbinger, not even a normal Harbinger. It's not great. The goal of a Harbinger is to slow down the Deadeye mirror, so we can kill all the monsters under it to increase the loot. Okay, stuff to be careful because this delirium stuff can one-shot me quite easily at the beginning. Not very fast right now, it's not great. Not enough buffs. Let's go. Here we want this one. Oh, of course, the King Harbinger was here. It's a bit too late, I think. Oh, 2 at the same place, of course. I guess they are brothers. So I think it's gonna be too late. The Deadeye mirror is going to be around here already. Yeah, like I said. So we go back in. And we try to go back there, but it's not very good. Can we make it? No, we lost it. Oh, that's fine. This build is not the fastest. It's really dependent on the headhunter's buffs and the shrines we find. But yeah, I tried with Mageblood and I didn't like it, so yeah. I prefer a build that is a little bit slower but tankier than a build that is super fast but not tanky. Oh, of course, there was another one here. Well, it's okay. What do we have here? Scarabs, sure. Okay, let's finish to clear this map because we want to get as many as many altars as possible before we open the boxes. Start picking up currency because I want to save some time. Let's pick up a headhunter here. Oh no, it's not a headhunter. Too bad. Alright, I'm gonna start opening the boxes now because there is only 46 monsters left. There might be another altar, but I don't care. Let's go. It's just to show you the map basically. When you're more focused and you don't talk, you will be more efficient. Which is what you should do. There is some monsters on the left there. Okay, where is it? Where's the loot? So the reason why I pick up alterations is because this strategy will cost around 25 divines for 48 maps, which means which means you need like I don't know exactly how much, but more than a divine per map. No, more than half a divine per map to get the money back. And so picking up currencies like this can easily add like 4 or 5 divines per 48 maps, which is kind of a lot. So that's why I do that. Some people don't care anymore at this point of the league, but I do. I just want to not lose money. I don't like to lose money. Even if I'm a little bit slower, I don't lose money. I feel better. But everyone has a different way or opinion about, you know, the way they play the game. Alright, this was not the best map, clearly. I think, oh, maybe this is the last box, maybe. Yeah, not great. No good loot here. Oh, another box, man. This time is the last one. Okay, bye. Let's go. So I don't know how much time this map took. 5 minutes, maybe a bit more, maybe 6. 5%, we don't care. You can do the recipe, but I don't want to do it. Not at this point of the league. Yeah, these maps I usually sell in bulk for currency as well, so yeah. Yeah, okay. Let's check quickly. Oh, great. If you don't want to be MF, use this ring. Well, let's do the recipe. I'm sure it's gonna be a 1 mirror ring. Pretty sure. Increased, reduce. Okay, no, it's not. Alright, let's go. So this build, I farmed all of the gear with my ward loop, doing twisted invitations and betrayal. And at first I didn't start with this bow. I started with a bow that is much cheaper, which after I made this bow I sold it for 7 divines. And I was not 100% cold to Phys to cold. I was kind of like Phys to cold and also elemental damage. So it was not a physical bow, it was 3 elemental bow with Trinity. And because even if you use an elemental bow, you still deal some physical damage. So then I was converting all of his physical damage to cold. But yeah, it was kind of like hybrid Phys to cold plus elemental damage. But now it's a full conversion. So yeah, this bow took me around 120 divines to craft, including the tree. This is tier 4, the second best one. This is the best one. This is the best one. And I didn't continue because, yeah, I just don't like to spend too much time doing these things. And then the reason why this bow was so expensive to make is because it took me 7 fracturing orbs to hit +2 arrows, so I spent 50 divines just to fracture. And then it cost me around 25 divines in essences to hit tier 2 hybrid. So it's already like 70 divines just for fracture +2 arrow and get 2 prefixes. 70 divines just for that. So yep, I was a lot luckier after that. First Ashling, I got prefix, so Phys. Then I did like 4 augment speed, and after 4 augment attack speed, I finally got attack speed. It's tier 3, which is good enough. So yeah, 120 divines right there. So if you don't have this bow, you can still clear these maps, but you'll be a bit slower. So you might not always clear all the map under the mirror, the delirium. But again, it's not, in my opinion, not mandatory. As long as you clear at least 60 to 70% and under the delirium mirror, it's still good. Yeah, so that's for the bow. Awaken elemental damage with attack, increase crit damage, inspiration, fork, awaken vicious projectiles, and tornado shot. Now the helmet, I crafted this myself as well. Mana reservation, reduce mana cost, tier 1 life, and then tier 1 double tier 1 rarity, and crafted rarity with mana reservation. So this one cost me around 15 divines without the enchant. With the enchant, it's more like 30 divines. The quiver, I also crafted it myself. It also cost me around 40 divines. I got very unlucky with the prefixes. I spent like 20 divines just to try to get a nice maximum life and increased damage with both skills. I annulled cannot roll attack 7 times in a row, so yeah, that's the quiver. Yeah, I didn't talk about the total price of a build. It's probably close to a mirror, maybe a bit less because now mirrors are super expensive. When I finished making this build around 2 weeks ago, it was worth 1.5 mirrors, but now that the mirror is so high, it's worth less. Maybe around a mirror, maybe a bit less, I'm not sure exactly. Omni, so nothing special there. This one has maximum quantity, but variety is not. Lots of resistances, so it's pretty decent. This one I also crafted myself. I got a base with fractured dexterity. I spammed essences to get tier 1 strength plus int, and then I did Veiled Chaos for life and mana regen, and then I just eggs slammed and got very lucky with plus 3 level associated gems. So my defense banner is like quite high. It's like level 23 now because of that. But that's just lucky, you don't need the plus 3 level gem here. For the helm, I forgot to say Arrogance, Vitality, Herald of Eyes, Enlighten. So this goes into the life with Petrified Blood to make Divination Distillate work. Yeah, the chest. I also crafted myself. I bought a base with Chaos Res. I got 19 spell damage suppression because this 19% allowed me to only take a few points on the tree, and then I got some decent life. Tier 2, I think that's the maximum I can get with high levelity 3, mana reservation, and that's it. Armor and evasion is not bad. And then I got Grace Aura Effect and Crit Multi. The boots, oh, I forgot to talk about the gems. So I only have one tornado shot setup, so I don't have any artillery ballista or anything. It's just clearing setup that can kill everything basically as soon as you have enough buffs. So this one is just auras, so Enlighten 4, Hatred, Purity of Elements to be immune to elemental elements, Grace, Precision, and Petrified Blood to make Divination Distillate work. Okay, the Headhunter, whatever, it's just you just buy it. I got one with like pretty good rolls, 55 strength, 54 dexterity, 55 life. It's a pretty good one. The gloves, I also crafted them myself. I got a base with 60 dexterity fractured. I spammed attack speed essences until I got tier 1 chaos res. Then I got some decent life with Eldritch Currency. And at the end I crafted physical to cold. So 25 plus 35% as an implicit is 60, and I have 40% here, so it's 100 currently to cold. But gems here, sniper's mark, life tap, flame dash, and mark on hit. Yeah, we don't have a lot of mana, so I put all of these on life tap, so they just consume life. And it also helps with for this flask, because we regenerate life slower, also with blood rage, so it's better. So that's all for the gear. As I said, it's in total it's around 1 mirror, maybe a bit less now. I don't know exactly how much a headhunter costs these days. Yeah, with mine has good rolls, so yeah, it's 140. So yeah, this build is around 1 mirror, maybe less, maybe like 400 divines. I don't know. It's expensive anyway. Flasks, more resistances and crit chance, because you know, when you take the altars with like minus 50 to cold res and stuff, your res goes down quite a lot. Even though my res is pretty high, my lightning is a bit lower, but here, you know, I get that res, so yeah, it makes you a tankier. This is one is just rarity, reduced effect of curse, so I don't die as often. Although some people would choose like more damage here, but yeah, I don't want that, or more speed. This one is just speed, and this one, you know, 3. Where to start? I don't even know where to start. So yeah, charisma with reservation, life, and some suppress. So you see the suppress spell damage only have 15% here. I have 10% here, and then I have 5 and 12 here, and that's it. I don't have any more suppress. Then the 19 is on my gear. And yeah, I have 19 here. And then with all of these points, it's enough for me to get to 100. I know some people take all of these points here, but I don't want to take them. Create free level or create support gems. It's only for this one. It doesn't really matter, but I didn't know what else to take, because we kind of nerfed this build, in my opinion. Before we had lots of damage here, like a lot of damage, and here we have like crit chance per chance to suppress spell damage, which was amazing. It was giving a lot of crit. Yeah, now they nerfed it, in my opinion, so I don't really know what to take, so I just took that. Plus 1 arrow here, plus 1 arrow here, with intimidate when you have rage, because I have rage on the gloves, so I almost always have rage, so enemies are intimidated for more damage. Then big cluster here, feed, fuel, martial. I'm not using fuel because it's here. And then I have some pretty hard to find Megalomaniac. This one has Master of Command, which gives a reservation on defense banner, which is nice because, as you can see, I don't have a lot of mana. Sublime Form for Grace reservation, and Blast Freeze. So my freezes spray to have enemies. This one has Shrieking Bolt, that's more damage, and Taunt enemies is also more damage. No, apparently, no, it's defense. Taunt is defense, and projectile damage is damage, obviously. H with reservation efficiency, and Calamitous is also some damage. Chance to freeze, etc., so it's good. This one is not mandatory, and this one is not mandatory either. It's just, you know, they are useful for the build, so they are good. Create, speed, projectile speed, life. This is just pure dexterity and attributes because I'm Omni. That's for the cold conversion. That's just to get Culling Strike. And this guy has Calamitous, Fuel the Fight, Martial Press, because here we leech life and here we leech mana. This is some accuracy and damage. Corrupted Blood immunity. Here I could get a much better one. This is like a jewel that I bought like for almost no money, but yeah, I don't really care. And hatred crit, Watcher's Eyes. And then I have a massive Thread of Hope with -13 to elemental res, and then I took crit chance and Phys because I convert Phys, so it's more damage. Some life, some mana, yeah, because they kind of, as I said, they nerfed it with Grace Reservation Efficiency that it is gone from here, so they nerfed it, so I need more mana now, so I took this one. Mana Reservation, attack speed, movement speed, life, accuracy and damage, and then attack speed, chance to suppress, and here pen, and more damage and crit chance. Yeah. As for the brutal restraint, this one is a pretty good one. It gives like some accuracy. It's always good to take. Dexterity, which is also more accuracy. Projectile damage is nice. Physical extra cold, since we are physical to cold, is good. Onslaught, which is the reason why I bought it actually. Some life. Attack and cast attack speed. Evasion is also good. Crit chance. And Alchemist Genius. It helps to sustain the charges, the flasks, so that's also good. So yeah, this one is pretty good. Like everything, all of these points are very useful for the build, more or less, you know, but they are all useful, so it's good. And I think that's pretty much it for for the tree. So I talk about the gear, the flasks, the tree, the skills. Yeah, so Blood Rage to sustain this flask or to make it last longer. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The rest you can figure it out. If you have any questions, you can post them in the comments. I will answer them. Now for the strategy, this is what we use. It's a strategy that was used already last league, so it's nothing crazy, you know, nothing new. It's Crimson, 8 mods. We have a Harbinger, because these guys are expensive, you know, fracturing orbs are like what? How much are they right now? Almost 7 divines, so yeah, it's pretty expensive. We have +2 strong boxes and strong boxes corrupted and at least rare. Mirror of Delirium and enraged strong boxes. Scarabs, we have Divination for more cards, Ambush for more strong boxes, Harbinger for more Harbingers, and Reliquary. This one is not mandatory, it's just I have some MF, so you know you can drop some pretty good and decent uniques. Here, of course, you need to be at 115 and 132. You need to clear everything. This is the tree again. It was used last league, so nothing crazy here. Actually, there is a point that I should take here because I'm using Mirror Delirium Scarabs, so not Scarab, sorry, Compass. So this one should be taken because it doesn't bother, it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, this one there. And put it here. Okay. Because I tried a different strategy before and I forgot to change it. So we block everything. Full strong boxes here, here, and here. We don't take this one because this is on the sextant. I took also shrines to be stronger and faster. Shrines. So full Harbinger, Harbinger, and Harbinger. These for the altars. And then we have Tormented Spirits because they can drop some better gear, better uniques. And that's all for the strategy. I run around 500 maps. I just bought 48 now because it was easier to buy than just buying like 10 maps. I plan to run them, but later. I'm not really playing Path of Exile these days, I just play for video. So I run around 500 and I dropped 5 Apothecaries, so I have a Mageblood here, which I'm trying to sell because I trade it. And I prefer the Headhunter, I have more fun with a Headhunter than a Mageblood. And I think the reason for that is because, I'll show you if I can. So let's say this is okay. Now I'm being Cutedog. So yeah, sorry about that. I'm being Cutedog. Let's say this is time. You know, time in map. Let's be more precise. What? Why did you do that? I hate this software. Time in map. Okay? Is it okay, sir? Sir? Yes, good. And this is power. Let's say player power. Right? Yeah, that works. So basically, if you have a Mageblood, you have a Mageblood and an inspired learning. So no, that's not the right thing. So this is why I have an inspired learning here, right? Because I was using both together. So if you have a Mageblood and an inspired learning, this is going to be basically your power. Your power is gonna start around here, and then you get some buffs. It's gonna go here because you know inspired learning is not that good. And then once you don't really kill monsters anymore and you just loot, then your power is going to go down here. Now, I didn't mean this should be straight, right? I like experience, so it should be straight. So that's pretty much this power with Mageblood in my opinion. Now the power with a Headhunter is more like this, right? And then as you kill monsters, you're gonna go way higher than Mageblood. Probably here. Then you keep killing monsters, you're gonna stay there for a while. Then you don't kill monsters too much anymore, so your power is gonna go down and down, and then you don't kill anything, and you know you're gonna go down here, right? Yeah, I think that's a pretty good graph. So for me, this part here is super fun. You get super strong, you fire like 20 arrows or I don't know how many arrows, you go fast, you get big, it's awesome, it's a great feeling. Now being this strong all the time is not as fun to me, so I don't play Mageblood. That's the reason why. I prefer being super strong during like half of a map and not strong at the beginning than just being okay for the whole map. Now I'm not saying Mageblood is that bad, it's like if you put more currency, maybe Mageblood will be here, you know, but for this currency and my build, Mageblood is not that high, so that's why I am not playing with Mageblood. So I use this build and this strategy to farm a Mageblood. I dropped 5 Apothecaries in around 500 maps, a little bit less, so it's around 1 Apothecary every 90 maps. And then I sold all the cards and I bought a Mageblood with good rolls. But yeah, I don't play the games anymore, so I didn't sell it. That's why when you are not online, it's hard to sell. Yeah, and I dropped all of these uniques by running maps like this. Yeah, so that's it. That's all for this video. I think it's a long video. I forgot, yeah, it's around 25 divines for 48 maps. So if you want to make money, if you don't want to lose money because you don't always drop an Apothecary, yeah, you really want to try to pick up these. You can see I sold them because you can see a price tag on it. These, even these, even these ones were expensive, and these guys. Of course, Chaos, Veil Chaos, and Exalted as well. Getting these currencies can easily add like 4, 5 to 6 divines every 48 maps, So that can be the difference between losing money or just sustaining your money. So I think it's important to do. So yeah, I ran 7 maps and I made around 40 vines, pretty much 40 vines already in 7 maps. So if you do the math, 25 divided by 48 times 7. Yeah, so I'm not losing money. You see, I made 40 vines, around 40 vines, like, yeah, actually more than 4, because this is already 3.5, 3.6. So yeah, I made more than 40 vines. I made more like 60 vines or 50 vines. So I'm not losing money so far, so it's pretty good. Alright, that's all for this video. These days I am playing Zelda and I'm gonna try Diablo 4. I might be back next league, but I don't think I'm gonna play the same build because I'm getting tired of it. I might just go back to Carrion Golem and do some other stuff, but we'll see. I'm not sure yet. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions, invade the comment section. I will see you soon. Bye.